I'm Sarah from Creative Ramblings, and you're watching Hometalk.
We are going to make a large wood lantern using inexpensive paint sticks. For this project, you will need about 20 wood paint sticks. We're going to start by painting them all with a white chalk paint, front, back, and the sides. You could also choose to stain these or paint them any other color you want, but it's best to paint them before moving on to assembling the lantern. Let the paint dry completely. Now it's time to assemble the lantern. Using hot glue, take 2 paint sticks and glue one to the other so it's perpendicular. These are going to create the corners of your lantern, so you'll need 4 of these. Next, we're going to cut a couple of paint sticks in half. Since this is a very thin wood, you can use a sharp craft knife. Measure halfway down the paint stick. These are roughly 12 inches long, so cut at about 6 inches. Use that craft knife to just score the front and back of the paint stick and then carefully snap it apart. If your edges are rough, you can sand them down. Take 2 corner pieces that we made, and we're going to take this half of a paint stick and hot glue it to the top and the bottom. Now we have a side of the lantern. Now that we have 2 sides made, we can put these together using the same process. Hot glue a half of a paint stick to the top and the bottom until we have a full box. We've created 4 sides and they're all stuck together. Now I want to create the bottom here. We need something for this lantern to sit on. So I grabbed just a piece of scrap cardboard here and those half-size paint sticks. And I'm going to hot glue 6 of the half paint sticks to the piece of cardboard. Then I'm going to take this bottom piece and hot glue the whole thing to the bottom of the lantern. If there is any extra, you can just use a ruler, draw a straight line, and then using that craft stick, you can cut off any of the excess pieces. Again, sanding down the rough edges and then painting or filling in any of the gaps with paint if needed. Now to finish off the sides, I'm just going to take a paint stick and glue it diagonally onto each side of the lantern. I like how it looks with 1 paint stick, but you could also make an X with them as well. You can really customize this to fit your style here. And finally, we're going to finish it off with a rope handle. So grab some dollar store rope, tape it down to the table and braid it. And then we are going to use some hot glue to wrap this around the top of the lantern to look like a handle. I'm going to fill the bottom of mine with a few stones and then fill it with an LED candle here. You don't want to use a real flame candle on this particular type of lantern. A few things to keep in mind. The bottom of this lantern is just hot glued on, and so is the handle. Don't carry this by the handle. Lift it up from the bottom so nothing kind of falls apart. It's definitely a decorative lantern that's going to look great in your home. I hope this tutorial inspired you to go make some lanterns for your home decor. Thank you so much for watching. We'll see you next time.